It's a bucket.
Yeah.
I go with Asia Wilson.
What about you, Lonnie? Who you got so far?
I think Asia definitely in the league right now. Um AT is up there. Maybe Gabby. Those like probably my top three. Um oh, I forgot about Lana Smith. Uh I don't know. I think just stats wise, Asia is like ahead of everybody in block steals. You know, that's what they go by mostly anyway. Um but yeah, I think AT or Alana can get some votes as well.
I wonder when it comes to like voting, how many media members that vote simply just forget about Alana Smith because I do feel like she like a player that you can sometimes just forget about. I mean,
Yeah.
you gonna notice her when you watching her play your team, but just in terms of the league and everybody else, she can be a player that you just forget about.
I definitely think I would probably go with Alana Smith right now. I know what Asia is doing as far as like blocks and steals and like blocks in itself for real because as I'm looking at it, she's not even top five in steals. But blocks, period, I know what Asia is doing. But for my case for Alana is that her team is number one in defense.
Yeah,
So
I was just gonna say like
yeah,
team defense matters towards that as well.
and I know we wanted like Asia is probably like a favorite to win the award, but I think you have to take in consideration that Alana is second and is in blocks as well. Getting about the same blocks a game, because point four still you round that down and they both getting 2 blocks a game. But Alana team defense is translating a little bit better. And that's another one where I'm like, it is an individual award, but what your team do kind of matter, although it's an individual award. Um, and I do agree with you, Quinn. I think Alana Smith is somebody that gets overlooked because it's so easy to forget about Minnesota. It's so easy to forget about Minnesota. Um, and you got so many like you got K Mag, Courtney Williams, Fee. Like you got these names in front of her, and then you get to Alana. But I think her impact on that team is just as big as theirs because she stretches the floor. She's the defensive anchor. She battling night in and night out with some of the biggest centers in the league, and she not doing a bad job at it. She holding her own. She got to be holding her own because they haven't lost at home, and they've only lost 4 games. So my vote right now would probably go to Alana, Elena. I think that's how you pronounce her name,
I
Elena,
think it's Atlanta.
Alana,
Atlanta Smith
Alana.
or Alana Smith. It's not
Yeah,
Alana.
it's just
I know
like
it's Atlanta or Atlanta.
I feel like even with her though, like we have to be careful with using uh the team defensive metrics and stuff when we make the case for Alana because yeah, you got an amazing defender in Alana, but you also have her paired with Fee. And so
Yeah.
defensively, that's gonna be one of the best defensive duos in the league. And so to me, it's like if we use that to make the case for Alana, then we will also have to have Fee somewhere in the top five for Depoy.
I think Fee is up there. I think Fee is up there. If I think about my top five right now for Depoy, it would be Alana, Asia, Fee. Angel, and probably Skylar, but I could make an argument for someone like Brianna Stewart or maybe Gabby. You know what? Yeah, Gabby. I put Gabby in there. So I will have Alana, Asia, Fee, Angel, and Gabby as my top five for Depoy, and I think that probably would be the lineup for
All defensive team.
all defensive. I think those five will be somewhere in a realm of things when it comes to all defensive because defensively by themselves they hold their own. Um, whole time I thought I was streaming to YouTube, and I am streaming to YouTube, but it's not live because I don't know what I did to my account. But we are live on Twitter, so um, so we did MVP Depoy and Six Woman. I think MIP is the hardest award so far because we have a lot of improved players, a lot of players who doing way better than they did the season before. So who would y'all give MIP to?
Azure definitely has the biggest conversation because her number jump from last season, even with the addition of Kelsey Plum, is kind of insane.
Yeah,
Like I think she averaging like 8 or 9 more points than she was averaging last season,
yeah,
while still being great on the defensive end, nearly averaging a double double.
yeah,
Like, yeah, she got to be number one for me, and then obviously Angel is up there. Um, I feel like Kayla Thornton, she'll probably be in the conversation, but I feel like she just like got a bigger role more so than anything.
yeah,
Mhm. I think for me, I think that's the same for KT, Azare. Um, I've seen people making cases for Alicia Gray, all of these players. It's like, did you actually improve or did you simply get a bigger role?
mm-hmm,
Uh, because for me, the way that I look at most improved, it's like, no, you actually we're seeing growth and improvement in your game. When you look at a player like, you know, um, Kayla Thornton, it's like, well, maybe you could have always done this. When you look at a player like Azare, impressive, but it's like, you probably could have always done this. But when I look at a player like Angel Reese, I'm seeing actual changes in your mechanics. I'm seeing you doing things that you just wasn't doing your previous season, and you look good doing it. You look comfortable. Um, and I also just think that Angel has a great story because not only would she be like the most improved player from last season to this season, but she would also be the most improved player within the season.
Yeah,
Being with, how slow she started. Um, and, I also think that we got to think about it with the media. Sometimes when you get to a lot of these awards, it's name recognition. And how many media members have been tuned in to see what Akayla Thornton has been doing all season? How many people have been tuned in to see what a Azare Stevens has been doing? And for
that's
those who
true.
have, is it enough for them to actually win the award? So I think right now the award is probably trending somewhere between Angel Reese to Alicia Gray because you go, why Alicia Gray? But sometimes people just don't understand or people have
Alicia
this
Gray is
meaning
crazy.
in
I ain't gonna lie.
most improved player where it's just like, oh, who got the biggest stat jump? Because I actually saw this list that had Alicia Gray. I think ESPN, their award tracker, has Alicia Gray as the favorite um, for most improved. And I think it's simply because a lot of people look at that award as who had the biggest stat jump.
mm-hmm. I agree with
Yeah.
y'all. I don't think Alicia Gray should be considered for the award because she was already. When I think of most approved, I think of players that was already established. She Alicia Gray to me was already superstar, not probably not superstar, but star status. Now she can
Yeah.
improve to superstar, but I feel like once you hit star status, am I awarding you for getting better every year, or am I just going to give you the title that you deserve? Like Quinn said, Angel Reese is somebody who got a good story because she did improve within the season. She's probably the most improved player within the season from how she started to now. Um, KT to me is another candidate you have an argument for. Did her role get bigger, or is she playing like, yeah, she's playing better basketball, but is it because her role got bigger? Um, but I would probably get an award to Azare. I know people gonna be like, "Well, Azare is a champion. Yeah, she's a champion, but she had a role on that championship team. But the things that she's doing this year to me is standing out. Like she's almost
Yeah.
averaging a double double. The point jump is there. And
Her
I
field
don't
goal
think
percentages are also higher as well.
yeah, and I don't think her role increased within the team. I think Azare has the same role on this LA Sparks team as she did last year when she came back. She just got better.
Yep.
Her role is literally the same. She just got better. So I would definitely probably give the award to Azare, but people like Angel Reese, KT, um, not a I don't consider Alicia Gray most improved. What Alicia Gray is doing is putting her in like MVP conversations. Will she win an
Right.
award?
Like
Maybe
she
not.
surpassed the most improved player
Yeah.
award.
But we gotta remember that this is the same league that gave Satu most improved.
Well,
So Leash getting
I
the
hope they don't
award
give it. That's no.
won't be I wouldn't be surprised at all if she get the award, but right now, I definitely think Azare is a player that, to me, most improved could go to her. What
Yeah.
team would y'all say surprised y'all the most so far in this first half of the season?
The Valkyries.
Mercury. And I'm gonna go with the Mercury because I was not a believer. I just saw no circumstance where this worked. And not only is it working, but it's also working without it being all together yet. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised with the Mercury. Um, very surprised with the Valks, but I do think the Valks are about to have a comeback down to earth moment. And
No, you
I
not
just think
lying.
that everybody hold tight. Everybody hold tight. Because what, they're like 1-6 on the road this season.
Yeah,
So I
Yeah.
think that comeback down to earth. So that's why I just can't in good faith say the Valks because I just don't believe that they're there yet. Oh, sorry, excuse me. And we're about to find out. I think another team that is pleasantly, that has surprised me the most, um, the Atlanta Dream.
yeah,
I also did not see how this could work, but
hmm
I think it's working because of amazing coaching. I think I would just love to hear a interview with the coach of just about how his basketball philosophy, the way that he sees the game, and the way that he sees this team. Because I also just did not think that this dream team could work. And I think two of the teams that surprised me in a bad way, this freaking Chicago Sky. The- I'm like, damn, I did not know that y'all was gonna be the biggest ass that ever asked. Like, let me, but so I'll go to Chicago Sky. and I would probably have to go the Las Vegas Aces.
Yeah,
I did not see the Las Vegas Aces
having a
looking like
fall.
a
The
team
drop
on the
off
out,
is
looking. Hmm.
nasty.
I agree. The Mercury definitely for me is like probably my biggest surprise. I'm on multiple streams, multiple platforms saying that this Mercury team was gonna be ass.
Me too.
Everywhere I went, I talked down on that Mercury team, and I did not see a world in which that roster worked. I just could not see it. I couldn't think of it working. I couldn't fathom it working. Like I just did not see it working, and they shut me up, and they shut me up good because this is a good fundamental basketball team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go far. I agree with the Valks. I think the Valks are surprising in how they started the first half of the season, but not surprising because they definitely have one of the best home court advantages in the league already. Already. And we knew that Chase Center rocked because playing the Warriors there was difficult. So we knew it could rock. But the way that those fans are showing up for the Valkyries is something different. And if
Hmm.
any expansion team come in the league with a fan base like that, the WNBA is gonna be heading in the right direction. But I do see the
Definitely.
Valkyries having to fall in the second half of the season because they play a lot of games on the road, and I just don't know how. So a fun fact about the Valkyries is that they're one of the top teams in the league in almost every defensive stat.
Hmm.
They play defense. They hustle. They're one of the bottom teams in almost every offensive stats. They just don't score the ball well. Um, but defense win games. And when you playing defense and you at home, we know those shots start feeling better when that crowd get behind you. How can they make that work on the road? And I'm looking forward to see how they do that. Like Quinn said, teams that I did not expect to be at the bottom, definitely the Sky, and definitely the Aces. I think it's gonna have to be studied how the Aces fell from grace. Um, because to be the top team in the league for years, back to back to back to back, and have one of the best players in the world in Asia Wilson, and just refuse to put good pieces around her is absolutely crazy to me. Um, yeah, they handing out money like it's candy, but they could have done something or found something to just even give the bench a chance. The bench to me don't have a chance. So the Aces is going to have to be studied. But who do you got, Lonnie?
Exact same thoughts as y'all because like with the Mercury, I just to be fair, I didn't know half the players on the team. Like I only know, okay, they got Kai, they got Satu, they got AT, and who else? Like that's how I was thinking. I'm like, who else gonna help this team? Because the big three, they ain't gonna be able to do it by themselves. So I'm automatically like wrote them off at the beginning. But they started out. Not only did they start off well, but they started off well with AT and Kai both injured. I said, oh, I said, oh, my fault. Like they completely shocked me. So shout out to them. The Valks. My thoughts about the Valks before the season was that they were going to be extremely competitive. So that didn't shock me. But them being able to actually win these games against really great teams, that surprised me. I'm like, they gonna be competitive. They gonna be in games. They gonna fight, but they probably not gonna, win a lot of games. So for them even having a winning record at any point this season was not on my Migo card. Like that surprised me. I do feel like they already started falling off. They coming back down to reality. But I still really like them. Probably my favorite team to watch outside of the Sky because they play hard. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They not sweet. And anybody could get got by the Valkyries on any given night. So respect the hell out of the Valks. Um,
I see in the chat somebody said the Mystics, and I agree. The Mystics are surprising, and that's a team that I don't see falling. Now I see the Valks falling out of that playoff spot because they do have a playoff spot right now, but I think the Mystics are going to be good where they're at. They're another team who play good defense, and the defense kind of translates for them. But I think we have to credit their success to Brittany Sykes. She's playing out of her mind. Yes, y'all say she's a free throw merchant, but it worked. It worked for them, and she's playing out of her mind. I didn't see her having the season that she's having right now, and I think that's where a lot of people kind of underestimated the Mystics. No one saw her having the season that she's having right now. Shakira Austin is having a good season as well. I want to say Kiki is having a good season, but Kiki kind of came back down to earth. Kiki been coming back down to earth, but Sonia Citron is who we all thought she would be.
man,
She's
we talked about it
definitely who we thought she would be.
all college season. Sony Citron, Sony Citron. Like Brandy, you was the first. I always give you your props. You was the first person to put me on the Sony Citron. I watched this girl highlights. I said, "Oh yeah." I said, "Oh yeah, she gonna be one of them ones." I immediately became a fan. Nobody could tell me nothing about Sonya, and look what she had
I
now.
think
Year one, All
I
Star.
thought listen, to be fair though, about Kiki,
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
yeah, Kiki had a comeback down to earth moment, but I feel like Kiki recovering nicely. She trending back upwards. She done put a good stretch of games together these last maybe 3 or 4 games. Um, to me, the Mystics are no surprise because I don't know, if people remember me talking about the Mystics last season, but I was actually very high on the Mystics last year. I said this is one of the teams where their record just doesn't show how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
The
Agree.
Mystics, to me, are just a very good team. They're a team that make you go out there and beat them. They're not gonna beat themselves. They're gonna make you beat them. And if you can't
Mm-hmm.
beat them, they win the game. And
Yeah.
so when you look at the roster changes, you bring in two rookies who honestly don't have the pressure. They
Mm-hmm.
just got to go out there and play. They just got to go out there and compete. Sony, if you go out there and shoot 15%, we know we're not going to lose the game because we still have very solid role pieces around you
Mm-hmm.
to, we don't need that. Kiki, if your shot ain't falling and you only grab 2 rebounds, that ain't no problem because we got Shakira Austin that can come in and back you up. We got Aaliyah Edwards that can come in and back you up. Uh, Brittany Sykes, if we without you, if your shot ain't falling, we got other people and pieces that we can play through. So to me, the Mystics are just an organization, honestly, who has just done the rebuild right, and each year they get a little bit better than the previous.
Yeah, and I knew from draft night the them three top picks. They don't even got Georgia Amore. Like
Yeah.
I knew from draft night, I'm like, oh, they about to be a problem. Like
Yeah.
immediately. Like it's insane the talent that they got out of that one draft. I'm just like this. Like I'm not surprised by them at all, honestly, because I'm like I knew Sonya was gonna be who she is. Kiki, she surprised me a little bit, but I knew she wasn't gonna be terrible. And then, like you said, Slim, they had the pieces. Like they're building something for the future right now. They gonna be very scary at
Yeah.
some point.
So since we talking about the rookies right now, and shout out to Sonia and Kiki and Paige as well for making the All Star game. The All Star events do start tomorrow, Friday, and the All Star game is actually Saturday. It's different from the NBA. WNBA have their game on Saturday. Since we talking about the rookies and we gave out awards for everything else, who do y'all have as y'all first half rookie of the year?
Paige.
Age.
Paige.
It's just the numbers that she's putting up. You can't really ignore. Like, let me go. Let me go
I
Let's
to
go
like
her
with,
stats real quick.
without
I,
even looking at the numbers. I just wanted to talk about Sony for like one more second, because like y'all said, Brandy was right. She was the first one on the Sony Centron train. But if you could go back and look at like those high school All American games, some early college games, and look Americups and all of that, Sony been in the background balling this whole time. Motherfuckers just ain't been peeping.
yeah. So Paige right now is averaging. God, is this for real?
Yep.
18
18,
points a
6, and
game.
4.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ooh,
18,
18
6,
points
and
a
4.
game.
2 steals, top 6 in steals.
that's what like
45%
Page
from the
my
field.
rookie, but I would not be shocked if Sony was first team all W or all rookie. Like
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
she's what? That's not even a conversation. That's not even a
Okay, so
conversation.
so Paige right now is averaging 18.4 points, 4.1 rebounds, 5.5 assists. She do got 2 turnovers a game, but she's averaging 1.7 steals and 0.7 blocks, so a block a game. Um, and I'm guessing the red means that she's probably like top in something right now.
And someone mentioned Sonya being clutch in the fourth. She is sixth this season in fourth quarter points.
Jesus Christ.
With 96.
that's crazy.
So these rookies coming in and they shaking things up. And I have to say, I think a lot of people kind of knew that this rookie class would be special. Is
For
Sonya
sure.
a player I think you can like build a team around? I still don't think so. But I think she's a player you can put on a team and she don't make it bad. She only
I
make it
think she's a championship piece.
easy.
Like,
Yeah.
you
I
need to play
still
like her.
I still think Paige is probably the only player from this draft that you can go out there and say, okay, I'm building my team around her. But I think people have to realize that you don't have to be able to build a team around every player, every rookie that comes through the draft. But what can that rookie do to your team to make your team win? And I think this draft had a lot of those pieces in there. We see Dominique now, even with her getting more minutes and more opportunities in Seattle, coming in and making an impact. We see Sonya Centron making an impact. Kiki made an impact. We haven't even seen Georgia Amore yet. Aaliyah Nye, Aaliyah Nye
Having a great season.
having a great season. You see the JJ Quitterleys, the Pow Pals, the Isaiahs coming in and impacting their teams.
Nah,
Isaiah
nah,
was a steal
Yeah,
in the
Anisha,
draft.
Sanaya,
hold on, man. My dog is doing
Sanaya
a run
Rivers.
out to drop my phone.
Sanaya Rivers is coming in, even though that Connecticut team is not winning. She's breaking every every opinion that the GMs had about her and that anonymous thing has been proven wrong. She's shooting the ball well. She's scoring the ball well. She's playing defense well. They said that they don't know what position she plays. To me, she's looking like a solid point guard for that team. She's looking like a solid point guard for that team. So, shout out to all these rookies, even Phoenix rookies. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Right.
I don't even
Going
know
under the
Phoenix's
radar.
name. But I guess Maddie Westbell's sister counts as a rookie. Catherine Westbell, she's a rookie. Shit. So shout out to her. Uh,
Akoa Makani, she should
yeah,
make
Cole
all
McCartney.
rookie team probably.
Yeah, so these rookies are definitely coming out showing like They are here. They belong in the league, and they're coming during a good season, a good time,
Dewan is hooping. Whew.
because the league is expanding. The league is expanding, so a lot of these roster spots are going to start opening up for everybody.
I want to take this moment to shout out Dominique Malanga. I was wrong about her. I was wrong.
Yeah, Dominique with more time, we're starting to see how when she develops, how dangerous she can be. You see glimpses in her game that's like, okay, I see it. And then you see her do things and you like, yeah, she's 18. She's 19. Like she's still raw. She's still new to the W, and I think eventually she's going to get it. She's definitely going to get it. I forgot the question that I had for y'all after this, honestly. Crap. Oh, if you had to choose one team, one team to fall out of the playoffs and one team in the bottom to make the playoffs, who would it be?
Personal
Sparks
preference or
Cements
what we believe
got to make it.
gonna happen.
If you have to choose one team to fall out the playoffs and one team in the
That's
bottom
already in there right
make
now.
the playoffs, yeah. So one team that's
Saying
in the
is this
playoffs right now, they fall out,
but
and one team in the bottom, you will put in that
but
place.
so this is like a personal preference thing and not what we think can happen.
What you think can happen?
Mm, I think the most realistic thing is probably Mystics out. I mean,
Yeah.
Valkyrie out, Mystics in. What I would want to happen is listen, that bottom is so close.
It's so close.
Fever out, Sky in.
Even if it's cool 10 games, I feel like we did.
I mean, it's not impossible considering Caitlin's lingering injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Low key.
Like, you know, how much are they going to be able to sustain without her in the lineup? It's going to
Yeah.
be interesting to see.
Um. To me, I definitely got probably the Valks out, and like y'all said, the Mystics in. I honestly didn't even know the Mystics wasn't in, so I'm actually about to go to that because
They're in right now currently. They
oh,
7th, Aces 8th.
oh, the Valks are out right
Valks
The
now.
are out
Valks
right
are
now.
out. Okay.
Oh, the Valks not even out in right now. The Aces is in there. The Mystics are on the fever
Mm.
tail. The Aces and the hmm.
Yeah, that 6 through 8
Depending on
seed is wide open.
yeah, depending on Caitlin's injury, Indiana may be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah,
19, 11, 12.
Indiana may be in trouble, so we'll see. It's jam packed outside. 6 down. Not too many games are separating these teams outside of Connecticut. I think you can already just say Connecticut is wrapped. Even Dallas is still like, if we go on a winning streak, Indiana start losing, these other teams ahead of us start losing, we there. Um, yeah. So the Valks are already out. I'll probably say I don't think the Mystics drop out. I don't know if the Aces will drop out. Indiana may be in trouble. Indiana definitely may be in trouble. Um,
Tiggs
to
are holding on by health.
to
Like it's
end the
not.
show,
I think they're one player away from being out of the playoffs, and that's with all due respect. Um, Asia's the only one that shows up every night. So if, and again, I don't want to wish injuries on anybody, but if somebody turned that ankle and they out for 3 weeks, The Aces might be cooked too.
I
Well,
don't think
Jackie
it's
just got hurt, so
I don't think it's far gone to say that the Aces may be in trouble as well. We just saw Asia score 37, and the next top scorer on that team had what,
11.
12, 11? So they may be in trouble. But to end the stream, I want to know who you guys got winning the skills challenge and who you got winning the 3-point challenge.
Alicia Gray times two.
I
No, but
They're making that call
got
for
big.
Allie
I got
Quigley.
big Sony. I'm going for the underdog in a 3-point
Making the call.
contest.
They're making the call. They're bringing
Um,
Allie Quigley
Hold on,
back.
I
hold on.
just
Go ahead, Lonnie. Who you got?
I'm going Skylar for
Okay.
the skills challenge, and I'm going with the underdog Sony for the 3-point contest.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go Sony 2 for 3-point, and then skills. I like Skylar. And Sabrina in the skills challenge.
No, she in the
mhm.
3-point contest.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go Sony and Skylar too. I think Leash is in a slump right now, and that may carry over to this 3-point shooter. So yeah, I'm gonna go Sony and Skylar. Quinn, who you say you got again?
I said double Gimme Gray. I think you
That
know,
would be so boring. I hope somebody else wins. Like Leash
listen,
last year was lit, but like I need somebody else to take the
listen.
crown. She's
m-
100% capable though, so I wouldn't be surprised.
uh,
But
Me and Alicia Gray, we grew up same hometown, same high
oh,
school, blah,
period.
blah, blah. So I feel like I'm always have an Alicia Gray bias. Um, but I do think Sony could probably win the 3-point contest. My only thing, I'm a little concerned with what's the accuracy on that 3-point shot gonna be when she's getting them up that fast. Um, yeah.
I really think the
Right.
key is just pacing yourself. Like, don't go too fast, don't go too slow. Just pace yourself. You know, like you just
Ooh,
shooting in the
the
gym.
W
Practice shots.
the WNBPA said earlier today the Women's National Basketball Player Association and the Women's National Basketball Association met in person to discuss their ongoing negotiations for a new collective bargaining agreement. Alongside the WNBPA staff and our CBA advisory team, more than 40 players, including all stars, executive committee members, and player representatives, attended the meeting. This marked the largest in-person player turnout. Why they sound like they're player turnout in union history during CBA negotiations? The WNBA's response to our proposals fails to address the priorities we voiced from the day we've opted out. A transformational CBA that delivers our rightful share of the business that we built, improves working conditions, and ensures the success we create lifts both today's players and the generations that follow. We've told the league and teams exactly why their proposals fall so short. This business is booming. Media rights, ratings, revenues, and team valuations, expansion fees, attendance, and ticket sales are all up in historic fashion. But shortchanging the working women who make this business possible stalls growth. The only thing more unsustainable than the current system is pretending it can go on forever. Oh, that's some good writing right there. The only thing more unsustainable than the current system is pretending it can go on forever. Shout out to whoever wrote that. It's not complicated. We are committed to the fight. We are committed to returning to the negotiating table, and we will not stop until we achieve the transformational CBA this moment demands.
Period.
Period.
These women standing up for themselves as they should. The WNBA orange carpet is about to start, so we're going to stream that here
Uh,
on.
the
Um,
kid look good.
make sure y'all subscribe to Sky Zone. again, subscribe to Sky Zone. We're gonna try to do this little show for y'all almost every week. It may be film breakdown, it may just be us up here yapping, but make sure y'all come over and support us. Subscribe to Sky Zone. Make sure y'all follow our personal Twitter accounts. Follow Lonnie, although y'all probably already following Lonnie. ___ love Lonnie on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow Quinn at Quinn THOX on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow Demo. I don't even know what Demo at is. Oh, at the Hoops _junkie on Twitter. Make sure y'all follow me. It's all jokes. 2 S's on Twitter. I don't know SD's Twitter. I don't even know SD name on Twitter to go tell y'all what her Twitter is. But make sure y'all follow SD too. We gonna try to bring y'all this show every week. Y'all stay tuned. We gonna stream the orange carpet for y'all.